Hey loves, welcome back to the DSM Podcast. Today's topic is a topic that a lot of us battle every day, a topic that a lot of us is trying to overcome. Today we're going to discuss how negative thoughts can affect self. How can negative thoughts affect self-love and how it can take a toll on our lives. So today we're going to start with the first question. What exactly are negative thoughts? Negative thoughts are this mind thing. It's like a mind game. It triggers from your past that plays in our head, and it does give much of a headache. Negative thoughts can be a big burden to a lot of us and take a big toll in our lives. Sometimes negative thoughts come when we are mostly alone, minding our business, or if we see something that triggers, like we're watching a movie and something negative. It might, trigger something from the past. Sometimes negative thoughts can make you imagine things that aren't really happening, and that also goes along with overthinking as well. Where do they come from? Where do negative thoughts come from? Negative thoughts can come from your past trauma. Negative thoughts can come from bad habits or what people has put in your head in the past, or what people say, or what, things that you've seen. It can come from learned behavior, seeing what adults around you did as a child. And why do we believe negative thoughts so easily? The reason we probably believe negative thoughts easily is because it all really starts from past growing up for the younger girls out there. And, that shit, that was put in our heads as a youngin'. And it's sad. All of us, when you're young, you don't know no better. And whatever the adult in your childhood, whatever you've seen, actions that took place, you don't know better. So as a youngin', you're thinking those are, you're supposed to hear those kind of words or whatever. When you were young, you expect, like, okay, you're young, you don't know no better. You think that you're supposed to see those type of things. And those things, they sink inside. And then as you're growing up, you're thinking it's okay. But you learn as you're growing up, like, okay, I wasn't taught what I was supposed to talk, or like I grew up around negativity as a child, which is something that should never happen. But I want you guys to know that, negative thoughts, and for those out there that, went through a lot in your past and now they're thinking negativity about their life, they're talking down themselves. I'm sorry that you're going through that, but all of that can change though. All of that can change. Speaking positive on yourself, speaking positive things. When you think positive, things start to change. And, it's not an overnight process. It's something that you have to teach yourself how to, think positive. Because now you're carrying something that's blocking blessings, and that's not, you're carrying thoughts, down talks, low self-esteem. What happens when you constantly criticize yourself? When you start to feel down all the time, you start to let that turn your demeanor to something that will cause bad energy, not just for yourself, but for others as well. When you constantly criticize yourself, you're feeding demons what they want, and you become severely stressed, you become sometimes suicidal. That can be, negative thoughts can cause that as well. Because you'll start to believe every bad things you or a person has said to you, even when you're talking to yourself, and feel like you don't deserve to be here. Constantly criticizing yourself can break you down in a way. You will start to isolate from positive things that you were doing before. You'll start to lack in a routine that you started doing before. it becomes difficult to receive love and accept kind words also when you're constantly criticizing yourself. And that goes along, it all starts from the past. It all starts from when you're little till when you become an adult. Were we born thinking this way? It really depends, because it all starts with parents and your surroundings, your environments that you've grown up around. Mostly the people you grew up around and what actions took place during that time in your life. So it really depends on people, place, or thing. Brainwashing is another thing that takes a toll on negative thoughts that can cause negative thoughts as well. And then it's like when you grow up, you find out the truth. So it's like you're being lied to when you were young. You grow up and find out the truth, so now you gotta retrain yourself because you didn't get the type of guidance that you needed, that you're supposed to have had when you were young. And what happens when we don't address the negative thoughts? When you don't address the negative thoughts, it can put you in a very bad situation. You can attract toxic relationships. You might not be aware of your worth. You tend to avoid opportunities, blessings coming your way. You might even reject compliments, constantly putting down the good things and second guessing yourself. That's something that happens. It can take a toll on relationships. For the women, it might be a genuine man coming up to you, trying to get to know you, and then because of what you've seen in the past, you think that all the men are the same. And there's all men are toxic. Whatever you went in your past relationship, whatever happened in the past, you're gonna bring it to the present because again, you were young and you're growing up, so everything starts to make sense. What thoughts are you ready to stop believing? Your thoughts shape how you see yourself. You ignore those negative thoughts. No. Beating yourself up with thoughts is very terrible. And you can block blessings that are coming your way again, as I was talking about before. How you think and what you say can manifest, and it can really happen. So that's why you have to be careful how you speak and what you speak on yourself. Because when it happens, you can't blame anyone else. So if you want positivity in your life, speak and think positive. Think positive on yourself. Wake up every morning, tell yourself a positive affirmation. If you know that you're not something that a person tells you or told you before, and you see that now that you're a different person than who you were before, I should automatically tell you, no, that's not me. I don't do those things. That stuff that was put in my head. And some of us make truthful mistakes, but you can't let the past define who you are. Negative thoughts can really change your demeanor. You can be minding your business and something can trigger your mind. And let's say you're around friends and you get this bad negative thought, and then a friend walks up to you and starts speaking to you. Now you're already upset of the thought that you're thinking of, and then that friend or whoever has to face the attitude because you're already mad. You're already in a pissed off mood because you're thinking about something, whatever triggered a past situation. And that can take a big toll on, again, your relationships and friendships, family. So, yeah, I wanted to get this topic out there because this is something that, again, a lot of us face. And it can really drain us because we listen and we accept what people say about us. And that's not right. We listen to what other people say, and we're not listening to ourselves, our spirit, So I wanted to speak on that today. And if this episode resonated with you, drop a comment. Tell me one negative thought you're ready to let go of, and one loving truth you want to replace it with. And it has to be something positive. So let's start thinking positive. Let's start speaking good to ourselves. We don't need no one else telling us anything positive. If they do, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. But it's all with you. It all starts with you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. And you guys have a great, wonderful day. Thank you.